Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking. It means a lot. If you guys keep clicking, if you guys keep clicking, I'll keep making. And today we're talking about this final five, guys. It's really happening. This is the last week. We have 3 days until this finale. And it's gotten to a point here where like it could go a few ways, but really it's come down to Cassidy or Jesse, right? I mean, I feel like we all kind of agree. It's either going to be the Jesse win where he just got a weird edit. Or it's the Cassidy win where her edit's just like Erica's. She's just like Erica. Like it just matches up perfectly. And obviously with one of those, we're very happy. With one of those, we are very disappointed. I think Carla, I don't know. I know like there's people saying that they feel like Carla could win. I did a poll on my channel. I don't really see as much. I think it's more of just a very vocal minority because I got 6 people who thought that Carla could win the game. Or sorry, 6% of people. So I feel like it's not that likely. She has to win out, I think, to probably get to win the game. And even then, if she's at the end with like a Jesse, she's gonna have trouble. So I think it is down to Jesse and Cassidy. What do you think is going to happen? Do you feel like it's Jesse or Cassidy, Sky?
I mean, it makes more sense, right, for it to be Jesse. But then
Right.
again, the last 2 winners are Eric and Marianne.
It made absolutely no sense, right? Yeah,
exactly. So maybe the option
I
makes
guess
less sense is option.
I'll say this: like Mike and Xander, right? Because Xander for 41, and then Mike from 42. They had like those glaring flaws in their game. Xander, he was kind of on the bottom, and then Mike, he kind of had like that doofus kind of little bits in his edit, especially during the pre-merge. I don't see it with Jesse. Like, where's his like? Oh well, obviously he had that, so he has to lose. Like, does he have that? Like, I don't know. To me, it's a bit confusing as to like what he has that is going to inhibit him from winning. Do you feel like Jesse is going to win? Like it's like almost more likely than Cassidy bitter, or do you feel like a Cassidy win is more likely?
I think a Jesse win is very likely. I just think it's a bad edit for Modern Survivor that he's getting. So, I mean, I honestly have Cassidy ranked last in terms of winning.
There you go.
So that's where I stand on that.
Yeah, I feel
told
like
us.
well, no, that's actually a good way to segue into our rankings. I feel like the biggest thing with it is that we have like these people, and I think we all have different philosophies. Like we're all seeing the same edit, but we all look at it from the different perspectives. I see Cassie's edit, and I see Erica. I see Erica so glaringly, whereas in Bitter sees a bad player, which is fair. Like it's completely fair. I think for me though,
Yeah, so I
my
see
bottom
Erica too.
person. Right, exactly. My bottom person for me is Gabler, and it really isn't even close. I considered putting the person who I have at 4 at 5, but then I thought, wait, hold on, no. Gabler is not winning the game, whereas in the person at 4, I think just has to do a lot of good things to win the game in this last episode. To me, I feel like the people who are not gonna get to the end here are the people that I'm kind of worried about. But the people who can't even win if they got to the end, it's the person that I'm the most worried about. Gabler's not winning if he gets to the end. I don't care what people say down below in the comments about how it's Gabler for the win, and like everyone seems to hop on that. That's cute, but I don't think it's actually gonna happen. If I'm wrong, I am 100% wrong. I'll eat my words, but I feel like a Gabler win here is just not likely. It could happen. He's not a full GOAT, but it's just not likely at all, really, for me. Sky.
I mean, at number 6, I also got Gabler. It was actually
5.
close. Or wait, 5? Oh yeah, 5. My bad. There's
Yeah,
5 people left. Yeah, at 5. It was close between 5 and 4, but I got to go Gabler here. I just any combination of any final 3, which he's actually probably in a lot of them. Are you really gonna vote for Gabler? Like,
yeah.
No. Like I get what you're trying to say. He was like the assassin, putting soup in whatever,
Putting soup.
putting poison in the soup or whatever. But I just don't see it. I also don't think he'd be able to give a good final 3 speech. I don't see Gabler being some mastermind getting the final 3 speech. See,
Do we all agree that his best final 3 is Owen, Cassidy, Gabler? Like he may have a chance to get like 1 vote or whatever.
It's probably
yeah.
I think against Jesse, like, or against Carla, or even against Cassidy, if it's just like a one-on-one scenario, I just couldn't see him getting any votes. Maybe like I know everyone's saying like he's gonna get Ryan's vote. Like where? Like what like glaringly obvious info? Like no, you're just guessing. You're guessing based on the fact that Ryan is also a shitter at the game. Like it's like to me that's not like
you say a shitter.
Yeah, that's like it's generational. So I feel like
I know what a shitter is.
He said, "I know what a shitter." Yeah, no, but I feel like the biggest issue with him is like he's played a game, like he has a move, he has a few moves, or at least a few things that he can try and take credit for. But it's Gabler. Like at the end of the day, he hasn't played some masterful game like Mike did last season. So I feel like to me, it's in the end, it's a Gabler. So it's just not going to happen for him. Sky.
What? Oh,
you had said that your 5 was Gabler, right?
Gabler, yeah.
Okay, and then Bitter had said Cassidy. Explain Cassidy.
Cassidy, I just don't see it. I think people at home are, yes, Cassidy, what a queen. I think people out there are like, yeah, Cassidy, she's just here as a vote.
Well, you mean the people on Twitter, right? The people at home are like everyone else, like does not see that. Like,
yeah. Most of the people on Twitter. I'm surprised by the amount of people who aren't on Twitter. Like even fans of our like podcast have Cassidy kind of high.
Well, we that's the thing. It's like we have a lot of different types of fans, right? We have people who agree with us, people who don't. I feel like that's kind of what I like about like the people who watch like our videos and our podcasts, is that like they're open to new ideas and they could be disagreeing or they could be agreeing. Whereas on Twitter, it's just a hive mind. I mean, like opinions aren't allowed on Twitter. You either have the opinion or you don't have the opinion. I think overall, though, the vast majority of people, I mean, I did a poll of people who like, who do you want to win 43? I think it got like a good 1,000 votes, and Cassidy had 14. Carla had 6, and I think Jesse had 65% of.
Okay.
Yeah, and Owen, I think, beats out Carla there. Carla had 6. Cassidy had 14, and Gabler had like nothing. I think Gabler beat out Carla though by a few percent.
No, that makes sense. So. I think a lot of people like Gabler,
right?
Just as like a character,
right? But I think like it's a very vocal minority. I think like the vast majority of people see Jesse, especially like the move that he made last round, and it really is just like how do you vote for anyone or like even Carlo?
That's over what I'm
Jesse.
Saying. Yeah, Jesse should. This is why I'm so upset with his edit. He should be the star.
I mean, I kind of get like hiding it until this 6th vote. Now it's like it feels obvious, right?
But he should be like I think I saw someone like Russell or something make a video about him being is Jesse a legend. I didn't watch the video, but I saw the title.
Yeah,
and he should be the legend. Like so far, he should be the best player everyone looks up to since the new seasons.
I think he is going to be when you look back on it. It's just like they decided not to give him the edit the whole season and only for this past round. Because I think they want you going into the finale feeling that way, but they didn't want you going through the post merge like, wow, Jesse, oh my god, like this is just so obvious. Like it's Tommy Sheehan, which is the winner of 39. I know that you haven't finished that season, but he basically just from start to finish got a perfect edit, and he just completely like won the game by a mile, really.
Jesse's playing like a Tony type game, though. I think he should be getting a Tony edit. I don't
know if he's playing a Tony type game, but he's definitely playing a game that is very impressive. And I do agree. I think his edit should have been bigger so that we could have been saying, like, is he going to go home? Is he going to go home? He's a big threat. But like we also kind of have been saying that. I think his edit really where it was lacking was the start of the merge. I'm fine with them not like giving him the giant Tony edit for like the final 8 and 7. And then turning it on at 6, but not really giving him or Cody anything for the first 3 or 4 votes of the post merge did kind of put a down tick on this season. Agreed.
Yeah, he's getting more of a Tony season 40 edit, kind of downplayed a little bit,
right?
Compared to its 28.
Well, I think he's also just done a great job like managing his threat level. Like you watch these post game in interviews, and I do feel like for the most part players had no idea how close Cody and Jesse were and how much they were running the show overall.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Also the fact, or they did try to give him a little bit of that kind of edit, when he did like the game plan, like step 1, find the fall guy. That's a mastermind type edit.
I
but, like,
think
it wasn't well
those
executed.
moments do make up for the lack of edit at the start of the merge, because the past few episodes he's gotten a giant edit. I mean, since Final 7, he's gotten a really nice little edit there. Well, really Final 8, I guess, but it's just like from Final 13 or I guess from Final 12 to 9, he got almost nothing, like almost absolutely nothing, and so it is a bit questionable. I like his pre-merge edit, but definitely not his 12 to 9 edit.
And that's why I have Cassidy at the bottom.
Okay, all right. It's
because of Jesse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like that's kind of part of it. Is like when we start to talk about Cassidy, we just move to Jesse because like he's gotten the edit and Cassidy just hasn't. Like
she has no move, right? She has no like her move.
People are saying her move is that she is still here. That's the comment.
Wow.
Like,
Owen has that move. Everyone else has that move.
Gabler's got that move.
It's just so funny. Like people will make up something in their head and really like convince themselves that her move is because like all of her allies are gone and she's still here. It's like, what? That's not being in the game is not a move. I'm sorry. Like there's no amount of like the what's the okay, anti-logic. I'll call it like anti-logic. There is no amount of anti-logic that will make being in the game a move. I'm sorry, it's just not a move.
The only way it works is if you were the total #1 target the whole season. That's the only time that's a big
then
move.
it's like it's not a move as much as just a benefit, But that benefit has to come with the target. She didn't have a target. She wasn't like numero uno like no. I'm sorry. That's just not it. Jesse can use that. Cody could have used that. Carla, even Carla can kind of use that because honestly, Carla was the person with the most eyes on her in this post.
It's hard to miss her.
Ha! Funny. I feel like to me, Cassidy just doesn't. Cassidy does not really have that move going for her. Like what has Cassidy done?
Well,
she outplayed Ryan. That's her only move.
Owen's doing that strategy better because he's been targeted a bunch.
True. I feel like because I've seen two kind of BS arguments for why Cassie's a queen or whatever, a slayer or whatever the hell people say.
The slayer, she kills people.
They say two things. One, that she's still in the game, which is like, come on now. Like,
I mean,
that's not a move.
Hey, that is true.
I was gonna say Philip from 22 made that exact same move. But
pretty good move, honestly.
Yeah.
We'll get you to the end.
She's still in the game, and then they always mention Ryan and how she outplayed Ryan and outlasted Ryan.
Oh,
like,
Ryan!
Are you kidding me right now? He's the worst player in this whole new era. The entire new
My
era.
biggest nemesis was the idiot.
Like literally, he might be the worst player we've seen in like 10 seasons, bro. Like that's the person who your great move of outplaying them. Like they like say it like it's like Tony versus Kim in 40, or it's like it's Chris
Steven
Noble
versus Joe.
Yeah, or it's Chris and Noble and Dom. No, it's Ryan and Cassidy.
She also fired and missed when she took her shot.
Yeah,
right, exactly.
She missed the first time.
It's not like it was some sweeping blindside, but even if it was, it's still not a glaringly amazing move. Like I will give Marianne credit, which I don't do very often. She made a giant move taking out Omar. That was the player of the season, and she took him out, and it was for the most part, along with Mike, basically her move. Like this to me, Cassidy. Well, I guess, but I do feel like at least the way that they showed it was mostly her move and her idea. This to me, Cassidy, that was not just her idea. That was not just her move. She didn't control the vote at all. It wasn't her idea. That was Ryan.
She just went along with it. That wasn't even like she didn't come up with like, let's get out Ryan right now.
Well, really, it was actually Jesse, Cody, and Gabler on the tribe just deciding between her and Ryan. So
it was really just Cody and Jesse.
It was really just like is it this person or this person situation. And Cassidy was not in control. She voted correctly, but she was not at all in control of that vote.
She would have voted Gabler out if she was told to do that. So
Gabler. That's funny. Okay, number four. I got Carla.
Oh, that's sweet.
Carla.
Ooh.
I think Carla to me is like it's just like I don't know, like there's people saying she's like a favorite to win and like she's a challenge threat, and I get that. But one, we apparently the Final 5 challenge is going to be balanced. That's according to the episode description. So it looks like she has almost no shot of winning.
I'm going to call it Cassidy wins that.
Yeah, probably. And that leaves Carla in a horrible spot because the only other person that could go home at 5 is Cassidy, right? Like she's the only other person.
Yeah, if I'm Jesse, that's who I'm targeting in those two.
Right. So it's like Carla's almost guaranteed to go home at 5. And that's really why she's at 4 for me. Like she can still win, and she can still win both challenges and then go to the end and have a pretty good jury case. But there's just no way that she gets there and wins both challenges. It's just like the percent chances of that are so low. And the percent chances to me correlate with her spot here. It's about 10% chance that she wins both challenges. I feel like to me that's just not something that you can bet and rely on in the game. If your entire game comes down to winning 2 challenges at the end that you have no idea what they are, that's not a very good end game strategy.
Actually, Spencer, Mike Holloway, he did it.
He's a guy though, so it's different.
Carla is basically Mike Holloway 2.0.
Right.
Yeah, because they definitely have those same worldviews. Definitely.
And she has a disabled hand, and she's doing it. That's just shows.
But they keep bringing that up. Carla has been injured this entire. Like, bro, she's not just some crippled. There's a one leg out
bitter
there.
As like
the entire season. Oh my god.
Bitter as like a 20-year-old Twitter stoner is absolutely hilarious to watch. What's your 4, Sky?
So like, I get it, but about Cassidy, but I got her at 4. I mean,
wow.
I mean, sorry, not like I meant the other way around. I get it about Carla, but I have Carla at 4.
Okay. I was gonna say Cassidy at 4. Really? Wow. Okay.
No, because this is the way I see it is Carla would win if she was in the final 3, but like her road to get there is just so much harder than Cassidy.
It's just not gonna, like, she has to win out. That's the only road she has. She's not some sort of big fire threat. Like she has to win both challenges.
And Jesse has to go.
And exactly. And it's like she has to win both challenges, and then Jesse has to like the overall percent chances, if you like did that out, I guarantee you it's like 5, maybe 10% chance at best. And that's just not something that you can reliably bet on, at least to me.
Imagine Carla beats Jesse in fire.
Oh my god, that would be just horrendous. That's
kind of funny, honestly.
That'd be horrible.
That would not be funny. I would hate that.
I don't hate it, but like looking back at it and be like, oh yeah, that happened. That was kind of funny. How you know what I'm saying?
With an injured hand, Carla beats Jesse.
Dude, they've been saying this. Oh my god, her hand has been mutilated. Her hand's been injured the entire game. She has no more hand. Like dude, like we get it, Jeff. Like
Jeff, it's okay. It's okay.
Whatever. Like
any minor injury, they always play that crap up.
Last challenge when she had like that hand spasm. That shit was so funny, bro. Like I could not stop laughing.
I can't keep going. All she had to do was put down.
She should have used her feet.
It's falling apart,
bro. There was like no way, right? Because like all you had to do was put down one puzzle piece and like you.
Oh my
really...
gosh, Carla is using her mouth to solve this puzzle.
She's what? Yeah, what? I mean, honestly, if worst comes to worst, just use your mouth or your feet, something like that. Dude.
She would eat the puzzle pieces. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
It is incomplete. There's a piece missing.
Jeff.
Carla, you're gonna have to poop that out.
Oh my god.
This is the first time ever.
First time in Survivor history. Jeff played
Oh, that's awesome.
We cannot complete the challenge, guys, until Carla shits it out.
In conclusion, me and Sky have Carla for it. What do you have at 4?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so I was iffy on having Carla at 4, but you guys convinced. I have Carla at 4.
Okay.
So
cool.
Yeah, her last couple edits, the last couple episodes are really
oh my god,
shown.
Her edit last episode was horrible. It was so negative. It was very bad.
Yeah, I don't see you showing your winner get played twice in one episode, basically.
It isn't even like the dumb part of it, but she was just shown to be so conniving and lying, and like it was like the winner is shown to be schemy, but not like that. Like my as I said last week, I had shown my grandpa his first Survivor episode, and that was the first one. And immediately within the first 10 minutes, he's like, I hate this girl. She's so annoying. And it's like, that is not how you want to show your winner when like a casual walks in and immediately hates her. That's not what you do at all. So to me, that almost sealed the deal for me personally.
Yeah, usually you don't show your winner being deceived and falling for it, like hook, line, and sinker. When she fell for Cody's fake idol thing, like playing the idol thing so hard. It makes her look stupid.
I think that, but also like it's the deceiving part. Like they like showed her like being so cocky about lying to everyone, And that's just not usually how you show the winner, because casuals are going to hate her, absolutely hate her.
Well, her only hope is to be shown as the conniver, right? But you don't usually show someone who is pulling schemes, gets schemed, and fall for it,
right?
Like without being like, yeah, maybe it's gonna happen, but I have my doubts, even if they go through with it, just to give them a little bit of leeway.
Yeah.
Like she fell for it so hard, you're like, this person's. I think this is that was the real Carla falling for everything, and I think the edit has shown her not to be like that, but that's really what she's like. I don't think she's this mastermind, can call out lies and figure stuff out. That's
Agreed.
Jesse. Jesse is that player.
Agreed. We got 3, right?
Yeah, 3.
Okay, I don't know how Owen got this high, but I just like I know Owen's gonna get like it's almost kind of a lock at this point. I feel like that Owen and Gabler are getting to the end. It's just a matter of, does Cassidy go, or does Jesse go, or does Carla go? Like who's taking that 3rd spot? But I do think Owen and Gabler are almost pretty much guaranteed like spots at the end. Maybe Owen goes out at 5 if like something goes wrong. But to me, I think it's almost guaranteed. Like it's almost guaranteed that Owen and Gabler have spots at the end. The only reason that I did put Owen above Carla is Owen at least has an argument. Like Owen could possibly in some world beat Cassidy. Gabler's not beating Cassidy. He's just not. Period. I mean, neither of them beat Carla or Jesse. But as we're saying, we feel like specifically Carla there is really not getting to the end. So I feel like Owen and Gabler are in the same boat. Gabler's below Carla because he can't beat Cassidy, and Owen's above Carla because he can beat Cassidy. And that's a very key thing, because we think Cassidy's very likely to get at least close to the end.
All right. Also, who has the most tribe members on jury? Is it Baka?
I think so.
Did they all get there? Yeah, no, Baka. Wait, no. But the first, I think there's
okay. So Gabler and Owen are still Baka, and they're both still in. So
I think is it a tie?
Oh, then Baka has the least. They have 2. Then they have 2 because Ellie went out before.
It's just gonna be Sammy and Janine, right?
Sammy and Janine, right? So then I think it might be. Is it Coco?
It's gotta be Coco then, yeah.
Well, Coco gets
on the jury though. Then
Coco gets to the merge with 4. Vessi gets the merge with 4. And before the jury, it was Dwight and Ellie. So now it's 4, and 4, 3, and 4. So it's a tie, but then because Owen and Gabler are in the game, and we think that they're getting to the end, the Vessi completely controls the jury.
Are we talking about like at the end of the game, or just right now?
Like... at the end with an Owen and Gabler, and then insert here final 3.
Oh, okay, because right now it's a 2-way, it's a 3-way tie between every single.
Yeah, no, but we're assuming it's Owen and Gabler, so that means
it's Owen and Gabler.
It's looking like Vessi is gonna have 3, possibly all 4 on the jury.
And Dwight's not on the jury. Right?
If Jesse goes on the jury, then they'd have 3.
He isn't.
Yeah, if Jesse goes on the jury, they'd have 3. But other than that, Jesse's the only Vessi left. It's 2 Cocos, 2 Bakas, and 1 Vessi.
Okay, so then Vessi looks like it's gonna have 3 or 4. Or no, sorry, 2 or 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Baka is 2, because Owen and Gabler are probably gonna get to the end, and that leaves Coco with 2 or 3, depending on if Carla gets out. So probably 3.
If Carla and Cassidy both get out, they'd have 4 on the jury.
Yeah, but then there's no Coco member to vote for, which is what I'm trying to think of.
Okay, I see. So it looks like Coco and Vessi are the kind of the controllers for this, because we think Owen and Gabler are getting to the end here. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So it's gonna be pretty even. I was thinking maybe I could see all Baka voting for a Baka, but the fact that there's gonna be 2, most likely, I don't see that as an advantage anymore.
Yeah, I don't. Plus, like Owen and Gabler, is Janine really going to vote for Owen and Gabler?
I could see, because over anyone else, she had pretty close connection, I think, to Owen, because Owen never really betrayed her. Sammy did, but not Owen really.
I guess, but
she left so early. She doesn't really have any connections that much to everybody. So
I think Janine will vote for whoever she wants to, and I think the key,
I agree.
Yeah, I agree. She'll vote for whoever she wants to. I mean,
inferring that she's not going to vote on tribal lines. I think any key duos here, look for Carla if she's on the jury, which we think she's going to be. Carla and James to vote similarly. I think James is kind of a simp for Carla. I would also look for Sammy and Carla to vote the same. I think that's also kind of scary. Because again, if Carla's on the jury, I think she can really.
Why did Sammy become this? What
right. It's stupid, but I think James, Janine, and Sammy may all vote with Carla, and if that's the case, that's a scary because Sammy is a big vote here. We've like played all this out, and it seems like if Sammy swings, then there is no tie, and if Sammy doesn't, then we might see some ties involving Owen or Gabler as that third. So we'll see.
Yeah, I
they
think
would always vote for Jesse. So
I think Sammy's voting either Jesse if Jesse's there. Everyone's voting Jesse. I think if Jesse's there, but I think if who Sammy would vote for second would be Owen.
Are you saying there's a clean sweep if Jesse's in the final thing?
I think if Jesse's there against anyone besides Carla, well, okay, let's say it's a Jesse, Cassidy, and Gabler. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because Owen loses in fire, whatever. So then Jesse, Cassidy, and Gabler. I think you may see like 1 or 2 votes for Cassidy, like a Janine. I don't think Carla votes for Cassidy over Jesse. No way.
Yeah.
And if Carla doesn't, then Sammy doesn't, then James doesn't. Like I could see for Cassidy, maybe Janine's vote. Aside from that, I don't know.
And I think really Gabler can get a. I think Gabler's gonna get a vote. A vote
from like Ryan.
Somebody, probably Ryan, but at least
it's a
one.
6-1-1 vote then, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a shutout anyway.
Yeah, so it's a 6-1-1 vote. Well, it'll be our first vote where we get a vote for all 3, if that's the case in this new era. So.
Well, it makes sense based off the edit. There's no like person that seems 100% a goat. So
right, exactly. Like Gabler's the closest, and even then, like we all agree.
Stuff,
yeah, it's so positive edit. You know, there's no doofus. There's no absolute brick goof burger.
No shitter.
Yeah, shitter. Yeah, that's right. Number 3 for you, Sky.
Yeah. My number 3 is Cassidy. Look, at the end of the day, I'm just gonna have to just try to believe in the survivor that Cassidy won't win this season.
You have Owen at 2.
We'll get to that later. Okay.
Okay.
I just after 2 seasons of this, right? There's no way, right? There's no way, right? So
there's always a way.
If Cassidy wins the game, let's just say the finale live show, we'll have a lot of concurrent viewers. I know everyone will be coming to us for our reaction.
Suicide tape.
We respect women so much, but
you guys will actually be able to watch my suicide tape in the live reunion after the show. So
live recap show plus Skylander's suicide.
It's gonna be Sky's review of the movie Suicide Squad.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But I generally don't believe that she's gonna win. Okay, I don't think she has a lot of friends outside of Carla. Like, do you really think these people like Cassidy? Like, do you think people like, oh yeah, Cassidy was great to be around? You know?
Yeah.
No one's saying that. Okay, because everyone hates her because she's not pleasant to be around. So
I don't know when she's doing the yoga on the beach. I wouldn't mind being
around her. That part's true. Like, I feel like she'd have to like do a couple things to final tribal council that,
because. Yeah, I'm like trying to look for like things that are different than the past 2 seasons about the Jesse and Cassidy, and we kind of noticed that Jesse has not gotten anything glaringly negative. Xander was on the bottom, Mike was kind of a doofus, Jesse's got nothing, and then Cassidy, unlike Erica and Marianne, people don't like her on this. Like people at least like Erica a little bit, and then people loved Marianne on her season. People don't really like Cassidy on this season. Even her own ally, I feel like Carla is going to have trouble voting for Cassidy at the end.
Exactly.
So, like, to me, that is a lot better. I'm definitely more confident in the right person winning this season than I was the past 2. And I actually have Cassidy at 2 next, but I'll let Bitter go first.
Well, also don't forget that this cast has seen at least 41, right?
Right.
No, they've seen 41. They've seen all of it. They've seen all of it.
41 and part of 42.
Okay, I mean, like they've seen the who won at least a 41.
Correct.
Yeah. So they know that a woman won. So like they're not gonna be as like, you got to make sure.
True. Yep. Because 42, they were like, oh, a woman's never won. We got to make the first thing happen. Blah blah. And it's like you're not.
If there wasn't. I could see Carla maybe pulling like all woke on the jury, but the fact that it happened, I feel like she might not have as much of an urge to do that.
Agreed.
Let's talk.
What 3? What do you have at 3?
My 3 is Gabler. Wow. Gotta Gabler it, you know. Dude's the mastermind of the Ellie vote. He's just like
shut the hell up.
He puts it all out there.
He was like
no. You know, I mean, I've been the biggest like advocate of that. It's just like, what else?
Well, okay. Well,
he's the assassin.
I was gonna get to the assassin.
The milk in the bowl, or whatever.
Dude, milk in the bowl. These are not assassin moves. This guy's saying he's putting soup in soup, and you're saying
I said he's putting poison in soup or whatever he said. That's what he said he was doing.
I like
right?
no. He's like you like say put soup in the poisons. Like someone drank the
I
poison, expecting
up
poison.
right
there was soup in there. Like what the hell is there soup in my
that
poison?
was a bit of a goof. That was my bad.
Go ahead, then.
Okay, so yeah, so he's like the Chad Gabler. Let's just take out Elliot right now. He's still got plenty of time to do one more. Like, yo, what if we just like take out Jesse? And everyone's like, what? That's crazy. This guy's nuts. And then they do it, and then they're like, whoa, this guy's an assassin, and they vote for him.
Assassin.
What if he's like a great speechman at the end?
A
just
speechman? Like, no shot.
He's like, guys, remember when I took out Ellie? And then remember when I was also doing that challenge and I shouted out like 100,000 people where it got boring after a while? He's like, this win would be for, if you vote for me, this win's for this guy I met at the Walmart one time.
This guy I met at the, oh my Lord. That's actually horrible. Gabler's like, this guy that like I met at Walgreens.
This one's for you.
This one's for you, bro.
You big dog. This one's for you. Imagine who's watching. He's like, hey, that's me.
That'd be funny. But I mean, honestly, like realistically, from what do you have as a resume? If we're gonna go the whole resume route, Gabler, I think technically has done more post merge than Carla or Cassidy.
Agreed.
And Owen.
Well, I think Gabler's biggest sell here is that he has a big move. He has a big giant move, the biggest, probably one of the bigger moves besides the Cody blindside of the season. Maybe not as big as the Noel blindside, but we didn't get like the edit of that really to see. But he has a big move. It's just like, can he sell that as like game changer?
It all comes down if he could sell it somehow.
Yes, he can. I bet.
It's also really the only move that wasn't Jesse and Cody's move really post merge.
Right. I mean, he has like a nice counterplay if it's him and Jesse. He could take second. I just don't like, how does he win?
Or if Jesse goes, he could be like, yo, Jesse ran this whole game, but guess what? There was this one time he didn't, and it was me. So vote for me.
Outside that one round where he didn't run the game, it was me all along. I was
outside, yeah. It's just like one time, and that's it.
It was me.
What if Jesse like died, and then Gabler could be like,
on this?
I told Jesse to do all those moves. Yeah, no one's there to counter.
I killed him as well. So honestly, I do anything to win the game. Yeah, and he'd be like, that's how much I want to win the game, guys. I'd kill Jesse. And
Ryan just stands up, starts clapping, and everyone else like, let's discuss it.
Then he gets arrested or something like that. I don't know.
He gets arrested, bro. That's crazy.
What do they don't have police out there, right? So like, if someone just straight up kills someone, what's Jeff gonna just tackle him?
Jeff,
and like, no.
It's just Jeff with a gun, I guess.
Jeff would be like, this is the first time in Survivor history where someone
got arrested live on TV. Pow, 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 pow.
This is what Survivor's about.
Killing
this 26 days is the hardest Survivor.
This is what Survivor's about. Just good old-fashioned arrest. Oh my God, it's actually
Jesse's
good old-fashioned arrests.
Jeff's gonna sit down Gabler like he sat down Jackson when he quit. He's like, all right, Gabler, you didn't tell me you were coming out here, but it turns out you're a murderer, and you didn't tell our medical team that before we got out here. I'm going to let you go.
Medical team, that's hilarious, bro. That's
awesome. You killed Jesse. It wasn't that cool, bro. Like, we're gonna have to.
He was in my rival gang, West Side.
He was in my rival gang, West Side.
Bro,
he brought up his past.
That's actually cursed, bro.
He brought up his past. No, see, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like, remember last episode I was saying, what if the rival gang that Jesse was part of, right, saw him on Survivor and they killed him? Like that is a real possibility.
What if the twist is that Gabler is the rival gang? And
Survivor Gang Wars
is the rival. What are you guys on?
Like this whole twist is like no one knew that Gabler's actually the rival gang of Jesse's. He's gonna take him out before the finale.
Wow!
So it's like Survivor Gang Wars, basically.
Yeah, dude.
I could definitely not see that happening ever. But continuing on with things.
It'd be a pretty fun twist, better than any of the twists we've seen these past couple seasons. Honestly.
What are we on here?
Number two.
Number 2 for Sky.
For you.
I already said that I have Cassidy at 2. I've already talked about her.
I thought. Okay,
well, you're supposed to give your 2 and 1.
Oh, 2 and 1. Okay. I got Cassidy at 2, Jesse at 1. I feel like we should all have Jesse at 1. I'm sure Biddle will do the stupid monkey.
No, I got Jesse.
Monkey ring. Whoa, you have something against monkeys or something?
Whoa, it's highly racist.
Whoa, Bitter. What do you mean? Why would that be racist?
Wait, you think all white people look like monkeys? I've seen Planet of the Apes.
I like how we just did like.
Is that like? I'm not racist. I've seen Planet of the Apes, bro.
Reverse racism right there. I like it.
That's the best way to say it. I'm not racist, bro. I've seen Planet of the Apes. Like, how can I be racist?
Well, I was saying I know what monkeys look like as humans.
That is
and they look like white people
crazy,
with
bro. That is just crazy. Go ahead, Sky. 1 and 2.
So let me see. My 2 is Owen. Look. If Jesse isn't there, right, or Carla, so like what's a Gabler, Cassidy,
okay.
Owen, bro wins. I think. I think he wins that. Honestly, like
let me go see who.
I think there's a world where Owen wins the game of Survivor. So at least there's that, like.
So I'm just curious. Do you think Owen beats Cassidy at the end? Do you want to run through this?
Heck yeah.
So let's go through the wiki. So do you want to do Gabler as the third here?
Yeah, always at
Gabler's third. Gabler's third always. Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go here. All right, jury starts with Janine. I think that's pretty obviously Cassidy.
No. Oh, wait. Yeah, Cassidy,
yeah. No, Cassidy it could be Owen because of the tribe connection.
I think it's a pretty obviously Cassidy vote.
No, I'm gonna say Owen.
Janine actually was friends with Owen, right?
Yeah.
They
right now, bro. Okay,
they were trying to. Bro,
we're probably not gonna agree on this.
See, Spencer's gonna be all sexist and like the women's gonna vote for the woman.
Oh yeah,
so
exactly.
All
right, let's just do our own like
it's
jury
2022,
things.
bro.
I'll do my my own jury thing, and then you guys can do yours.
Oh,
I think the entire Carla cohort votes for Cassidy here. I think Janine does, James does, and Carla does. Is Cassidy? Yeah, no, yeah, okay. And then so that's 3. I think Ryan votes for Owen here. I think Noel probably votes Owen here. Sammy probably Owen here.
Yes.
And I think Cody votes Owen. So that's 4-3. The last person is Jesse. I think Jesse could swing here.
Jesse has a good connection with Owen. It's been they haven't really shown it, but
does Jesse even like Cassidy?
Well, no. But I think Jesse does see that Owen played a horrible game.
What?
I don't know. He's also going to
think he played a horrible game, but like then it's Cassidy sitting next to him, though. So it's like
right here. I feel like it's 4-3, and it comes down to Jesse. If Jesse votes for,
it'd be a tie, right?
Right, and then Gabler votes what?
Owen.
Gabler votes
Owen wins.
I'm just making a point that it's closer than you think. It's not.
I'm not saying it's not close.
We never said it wasn't not going to be close. I'm just saying I think Owen wins.
Right.
If
I'm just saying like it's so close that it is hard to just guess. Like to me, guessing here is just that. It's just making like there's really not much evidence here to say
me and Sky
that
don't guess, Spencer. We did the math before the podcast.
Oh, of course. What calculations did you use?
These nuts.
2 plus.
You said these nuts, bro.
We also subtracted Ligma. We found out Owen won.
Look, I think. I'm just saying. I think Janine votes. I think that's an easy. But
I think it's 50-50. Honestly, Janine votes between those two.
No,
I think
bro,
overall,
like
I think they're like. I think overall the vote is 50-50 for Owen.
No, I don't think that.
I think
Jesse votes
with Cody. People like
so
Cassidy. I don't think people like Cassidy. I think people
just
talk
like the more I think about it, the more I'm sure that Owen doesn't win that vote because it's like look at Owen's game. I get it.
Cassidy's game.
No, I get it. But like Owen was actively playing bad. Cassidy just wasn't playing.
Okay, what's worse? What's worse?
I think actively playing bad is worse because now you're.
I don't think Owen was actively playing bad. He was playing with the information he was given. Like he constantly knew he was getting
was bad. It was bad info again.
Yeah, but he was given bad info.
At least bro was trying.
There are several ways to argue this, but one of them that is not valid is that Owen played a good game. I'm sorry, it's just like Owen did not play a good game at all.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he played a good game. I'm saying
you just said you're. Oh. Okay, all right.
I'm saying in comparison to Cassidy, it's not a bad game.
We'll just have to agree.
I think you're overplaying how much people like Cassidy.
I think it actually is kind of likely that if Jesse goes out, it's gonna be this 3. So I think we'll actually see it play out. Maybe, hopefully, we don't because this is a horrible final 3. Absolutely horrible, abysmal.
If it is this final 3, though, I hope Owen wins.
Yeah, I also hope that Owen wins. I just think it's not very likely with the game he's played.
I think people talk behind Cassidy's back. They're like, "Oh yeah, that Cassidy, I hate her. She's
definitely." But like at the end of the day, like juries do respect the game to a certain extent. And I do feel like it's at least gonna cross their mind that Owen played a horrible.
Did you say cross their mind? I heard that. I heard
if it's really to come down to who played the best game between those 3, then it really should go to Gabler.
So. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but it's not going to.
It's not because it's Gabler and the person he is. But I think on paper, Cassidy did play the best game out of them, but besides Gabler. I mean, obviously, but is there any way Gabler wins this? Like,
I don't
is there
think so.
any
Yeah,
scenario?
if they strictly vote based off moves, and those are the three.
I think
That's
they're
how he
going to
wins.
do that, but they're going to exclude Gabler because he's such a goofball.
Well, it depends how he also his speech. If he can give like a actually very succinct speech.
I think honestly, in a Cassidy, Owen, Gabler final tribal, like the performances of the players is going to be a big variable
definitely.
as to who wins. Because if Owen falls apart and just gets grilled, and then Gabler acts like a dumbass, Cassidy could just run away with it by just not being crazy. But if they all give even ones, then I think Owen and Gabler could have some favor there. But we'll see.
Yeah,
we will see. Hopefully, we don't have to see, but it's very likely that we do. Let's go over there in the sky.
Wait. Do we finish the powering?
Oh yeah, bitter.
I just said my number 2. I didn't even say my number 1. My number was Jesse, by the way. So
really didn't know. Okay.
Whoa,
Anyways,
really?
bitter. Go ahead. Your 1 is Jesse, and your 2 is.
Okay. Since Spencer thinks he knows so much, I'm gonna put Owen at
reverse
1.
Psychology. I got you.
I'll put Owen at 1.
Let's go.
And Jesse at 2.
Go reverse psychology.
I'm gonna do this not so I can not jinx Jesse. He's gonna be at 2.
I knew you were gonna do that. Let's go. I just
knew what.
I
just read your mind.
Well, no. I knew you read my mind, so I read your mind, which made
no. It's okay. Like bitter. You're a victim. You're a victim right now.
Well,
okay.
anyway.
Are you saying that you assaulted bitter?
Is that what you're saying,
only
Spencer?
you said that, Sky. Anyway,
No, you said he just said you're a victim.
Bitter.
You're calling him a victim.
Go
like,
ahead,
a victim
Yeah.
of
So
what?
if I'm the victim, who victimized me?
I don't know.
White supremacy.
Yeah, damn white supremacy always get at it again.
Me when I get reminded of white supremacy.
All right, why is Owen over?
Well, it's
Jesse?
pretty obvious, Spencer, but I'll break it down for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, Jesse goes out at final 4 fire making. Carla goes out at the next vote.
So you're playing out a scenario.
Yeah. Which is not a scenario, the scenario that's going to happen.
In this scenario, go ahead.
He read the spoilers. He knows what's going to happen.
Yes. So then Owen is now there with an old man and a woman. How does he not win?
Okay. Anyway, so now that anti-logic, as I'm just gonna start like that. That's now like my term. I feel like because there's like anti-matter. I feel like that's anti-logic. That's the opposite of logic. Like what?
Doesn't make sense.
It makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. How does Owen beat Cassidy and Gabler at the end?
Because he's better than them. Duh.
Well, no, my God. I think people generally like him more.
Agreed.
Which that plays a big factor in who you vote for.
I think in the end, it's going to come down to final tribal performances. Does Owen fall apart? Does Owen kind of rise to the occasion? I think overall, it's probably
Owen is that guy, man. He will rise to the occasion.
I think it's a coin flip. Gabler has no shot. But we'll see. Are we good? Can we go into the universes? Is everybody fine with that? Okay, good. Okay. Phew. Thank God.
I guess.
Okay. Skylander universe.
Nothing currently. I'm gonna have a Christmas video up sometime though, so you
Christmas video. Oh my gosh, guys!
I know, right?
Christmas video is life changing. You have to watch. Bitter. What's going on there in the bitter universe? You finally make a video?
I think I might actually make a video. Get in the urge to make a video. People are still commenting on old videos saying like, I want to give people something.
Gotta give the people what they want, guys. It's about to be over. We got 3 days. I'm dropping a who will win video, and then I'm dropping a video where I go through everything. Basically, it's the finale preview. So we'll see. There's still tons of time until this episode. The live recap show is at 11 p.m. EST because the show decides to make the finale 3 hours. Don't really ask me why. I don't know. To me, it's kind of silly, but it is going to be at 11. None of this happens without you guys. I'm just a regular guy speaking to a weird microphone, and that's how to talk to you guys in